If you're over 60 years old, what I'm about to reveal could be the difference between a peaceful life and years of suffering with prostate problems. Many American men are making the same mistakes every day, without realizing they are literally destroying their prostate. I'm Dr. Juliana, and today I'm going to show you the 10 most dangerous habits that may be silently enlarging your prostate. Number 1 on the list is so common that you're probably doing it right now without imagining the damage it causes. Have you ever woken up several times during the night to go to the bathroom? Do you find it difficult to start or stop the urine stream? Or maybe you have that sensation that your bladder never fully empties. These are clear signs that your prostate may be enlarging, and it's not just due to age. The truth is, there are everyday factors that speed up this process. As a doctor, I've treated hundreds of men who came to my clinic desperate, some even with urinary retention simply because they ignored these signs for years. But I've also seen 80-year-old men living without any prostate discomfort. They changed their habits and seen the difference between them and habits who suffer lies in the small details of daily life. Let's begin our countdown of the 10 most dangerous habits for your prostate. Habit 10. Drinking too little water. Many older men make this mistake, thinking they'll read as nighttime trips to the bathroom, but the opposite actually happens. When you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes more concentrated and acidic, irritating both the bladder and the prostate. Remember, the prostate is located just below the bladder. So, when the bladder suffers, the prostate goes to chronic dehydration, causes inflammation, and inflammation is one of the main causes of prostate enlargement. Moreover, many men at this age take medications that can lead to dehydration, further worsening a dehydrated body also accumulates toxins more easily, overloading the entire urinary system. Over time, this silent damage results in an enlarged prostate and worsening urinary symptoms. The solution is simple. Drink water in small sips a day. Even if you're not thirsty, your urine should be clear, or very light yellow. That indicates good hydration. Don't fear water. It's your natural ally against prostate problems. Habit 9. Sitting for hours. I note that after 60, the armchair gets more inviting, but spending hours sitting could be harming your prostate more than you realize. When you stay too long in the same position, especially seated, it creates constant pressure in the pelvic area. This pressure reduces blood flow to the prostate, causing inflammation, contributing to its growth. Men who spend the whole day watching TV, reading, or working seated have a higher risk of developing prostate problems. It's not about avoiding rest, it's about not staying still for too long. Your pelvic floor muscles also weaken when inactive, making it harder to fully empty the bladder. This leaves left a variant in the bladder, which further irritates the prostate. A simple rule: stand up every 30 minutes and walk for at least 2 minutes. It can be just to the kitchen for a glass of water or a walk around the house. This simple movement keeps blood circulating and relieves pressure on the prostate. Don't let a sedentary lifestyle turn into a health problem in the future. Habit excess caffeinate. Excess caffeine. Brazilian cafes, sacred I know, but too much caffeine and other caffeinated drinks could be irritating your prostate more than you think. Caffeine is a natural diuretic, meaning it makes you produce more urine and overloads the bladder. It also makes muscles around the bladder contract more often, causing urgency and even leakage for someone with a sensitive or enlarged prostate. This extra pressure is a real problem, but it doesn't stop there. Caffeine also contracts the muscles at the bladder neck, making it too empty completely. The result? More urine retained in the bladder, more pressure on the prostate, more inflammation, and more discomfort. I'm not saying you should give up caffeine entirely, but moderation is key. 1 cup in the morning usually doesn't cause issues, but several throughout the day can be harmful. Try replacing the second cup with decaffeinated or herbal tea and tea if your urinary symptoms improve. Sometimes small adjustments make a big difference. Habit 7. Overly spicy and processed foods. Brazilian cuisine. Full of flavor, but excesses may be harming your prostate. Very spicy and processed foods can cause silent inflammation in your body. Excess black pepper and very spicy sauces increase viral inflammation, including in the prostate. A spicy dish. A spicy dish once in a while isn't a problem, but consuming them daily can irritate an already sensitive prostate. Processed foods are even chips, cold cuts, frozen meals, and fast food are full of preservatives, colorings, too much sodium, and bad fats. They harm your overall health and throw your hormones out of balance. Excess salt, for example, causes fluid retention and puts pressure on the entire urinary system. Bad fats and chemical additives can affect testosterone levels, a hormone that directly influences the size of the prostate. If your meals come more from packages than from fresh ingredients, your prostate could be paying the price. Prioritize natural anti-inflammatory foods, vegetables, fruits, fish, and nuts. A healthy diet doesn't have to be boring. It just needs to be balanced. Holding in urine. We've all done it, holding in urine because we're busy or far from a bathroom. But doing this regularly can seriously damage your prostate. When you hold your urine for too long, the bladder stretches and presses on the prostate, which lies just below it. Over time, this causes irritation and swelling and prostatitis. Older men are especially liable as the muscles controlling bladder and prostate weaken with age. Holding urine can also lead to incomplete emptying of the bladder, leaving stagnant urine behind. This leftover urine is the perfect environment for bacteria and inflammation, which can cause infections and further irritate the prostate, contributing to its enlargement. To protect your prostate, listen to your body's signals. Don't delay going to the bathroom, especially if you already have a trouble sleeping or experience night emergency. Going as soon as you feel the need is one of your best defenses. Remember, your bladder and prostate work as a team. If one is under stress, the other feels it too. Habit 5. Smoking or being around smokers. Cigarettes are one of the worst enemies of your prostate. And even if you don't smoke, being around smokers regularly is also harmful. The chemicals in tobacco reduce blood flow, increase inflammation, and damage delicate tissues, including the prostate. Smoking also increases smoking, or being around smokers' oxidative stress, weakening your body's ability to repair itself. Over time, this leads to prostate inflammation, gland enlargement, and even a higher risk of prostate cancer. For older men, the damage accumulates more quickly. Tobacco also reduces essential antioxidant levels in the body, weakening your natural defenses against prostate issues. Even if you quit smoking years ago, regularly being around smokers can still affect your health. If you still smoke, talk to your doctor about ways to quit. There are support therapies, nicotinorealists, and even natural treatments that can help. The benefits begin almost immediately. In a few weeks, circulation improves, inflammation decreases, and your prostate can begin to recover. If you've never smoked, avoid exposure to smoke altogether. That simple decision can guarantee you years of better prostate health. Habit 4. Avoiding doctor visits. Many men only see a doctor when something is seriously bothering them, but this is a dangerous approach, especially after age 60. The prostates can enlarge silently with no obvious symptoms at first. Regular checkups help detect problems early before they become serious. A simple checkup can reveal signs of inflammation, infections, or growths that aren't yet causing pain. Exams like the digital rectal exam and PSA test are quick, non-invasive, and can save lives. Skipping routine appointments means missing the chance to act preventively. Some men feel uncomfortable discussing urinary issues, but the sooner you speak up, the more natural treatment options you'll have. Delaying appointments can allow small problems to become serious, like urinary retention or prostate infections. See your doctor at least once a year to talk about prostate health. It's not just peace of mind, it's a powerful prevention tool. And if something is detected early, lifestyle changes are often enough without the need for medications or surgery. Don't wait for symptoms to become unbearable. Preventive care is the smartest habit. Eating red meat excessively. Any mature man can adopt. Habit 3. Eating red meat excessively. Red meat may be a staple on Brazilian tables, but eating it daily could be silently enlarging your prostate. Studies show that a high intake of red meat, especially processed meats like bacon, sausage, and cold cuts, is linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Saturated fats and the chemicals used in processing are major contributors. They can unbalance your hormones and increase oxidative stress, inflaming the prostate in older adults. Digestion also slows down, and red meat takes longer to process. This slow digestion contributes to weight gain and pelvic pressure. You don't need to become a vegetarian overnight, but reducing red meat consumption to once or twice a week make a big difference. Substitute with lean proteins, like fish and chicken, grilled or plant-based foods. Try more meals rich in fiber, such as lentil soups or dishes with beans. The set changes support prostate health and improve digestion. Your body will thank you with fewer symptoms, more energy, and better prostate function in the long run. Habit 2. Carrying excess belly fat. As we age, extra weight around the waist isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a major warning sign for prostate problems. Abdominal fat produces inflammatory chemicals that circulate throughout the body, including the prostate. This constant inflammation irritates the prostate, contributes to its growth, and increases the risk of urinary problems. Men with larger waistlines are more likely to have an enlarged prostate, frequent nighttime urination, and even erection issues. Excess weight also throws off your hormonal balance, especially testosterone and estrogen, which directly influence the size of the prostate. The solution isn't a crash diet, but slow, steady improvements. A short walk, smaller portions, and cutting back on sugar can begin to melt away abdominal fat. Losing just a few kilos can lead to not managing chronic stress, noticeable relief in urinary symptoms. And don't forget, belly fat also physically presses against the bladder and pelvic organs, increasing pressure in the prostate. Maintaining a healthy waistline, typically under 100 centimeters, is one of the best long-term strategies for prostate health. Habit 1. Not managing chronic stress. This is the habit most men ignore, but it's also the most. Chronic stress is a silent inflamer of the prostate. When you live in a constant state of anxiety, tension, or worry, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol over time. These hormones cause inflammation, muscle tension, and hormonal imbalances that directly affect your prostate. Stress tightens the pelvic muscles, restricts blood flow, and irritates the nerves around the prostate. It also weakens your immune function, making it harder for your body to fight inflammation or infections. Older men often carry stress silently. Financial worries, family issues, health concerns, all of it builds up. The result: more frequent urination, pain, urgency, and prostate swelling. But here's the good news: you can manage it. Small habits like daily deep breathing, light exercise, stretching, and even 10 minutes of silence a day can drastically your stress levels. Laughter, social connection, and quality sleep are medicine for your body and your prostate. Managing stress isn't just about feeling good. It's about healing your body from the inside out. This one change alone can help reduce your symptoms and stop prostate growth naturally. It's the most powerful step you can take today toward a healthier, more comfortable life. Now that you know the 10 habits that silently enlarge your prostate, the question is, what will you do starting today? These aren't just minor adjustments. They're powerful steps that can prevent months or even years of discomfort, sleepless nights, and unnecessary medications. If you're over 60, the time to act is now. Don't wait for symptoms to get worse. Start by changing just one habit this week. Drink more water, walk a bit more, or say no to that extra bacon at breakfast. Every action matters. Your prostate won't heal overnight, but with the right habits and a bit of consistency, your body can down. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. With the right information, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Take care of your prostate and it will take care of